Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to give you an update on our 2K 5X challenge. Our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom, and we believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. By the end of this video, you should have a better understanding of how, as a veteran trader, I've been trading crypto lately, the direction of Bitcoin in the near term and in the long term. If you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio as well as our challenge that you can follow and view in the link below. If you'd like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button. All right, so this is the chart for Bitcoin over the last month or so. I'll show you our performance here. So currently I am up 88.83%, almost 89%, while Bitcoin has been down 30.96% since we started. So 89 to 31%. So it's not just a contrast of how I'm up and how Bitcoin is down. It's just that I'm up so much more than Bitcoin is down. If I had just shorted while Bitcoin was going down, I should be up 31%, right? The same as Bitcoin. But what I've been doing is trading, day trading, swing trading, etc. So we're going to talk about that because it's really not about zigging while Bitcoin zags, right? It's about trading the trend, trading the up and down motions, the ebbs and flows of the market. So let's look at the chart. So on a long-term perspective, here we go. If you look at the weekly views, so Bitcoin ramped up really hard. I still believe that Bitcoin is a great long-term play. What I mean long-term play is, like years down the road, right? Not now. The trend now on a weekly basis is negative. If it breaks this little level of 6,000, which is basically the February low, then it can get into real trouble and head down to 4,400 and then 3,000. If you look at the daily charts, it's been the same. So it went up. Let's see, look it down. So what you have here is you have lower lows and lower highs. So you have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? Double top, lower low, lower high. And then this is where it fooled a lot of people because we had a higher high. But then now we are back to the norm. We have a lower low here. But if you scale it out, you'll see that this is the key level right here, right at 6,000. Because we were here before too. People always remember this in February. After it ramped up to 20,000, close to 20,000, it hit and then it went back up. But people forget about this point right here, right? Just as well. So in November, it did the same thing. November, it went up, right? All the way up to like 8,400. And then it came back down to 6,000. And then it went rocketed to the moon again. So people thought that it was going to happen over here. So is it going to happen over here, right? I don't know. But what I do know is that it's been channeling. So look at it on a shorter time frame. So this is the 6-hour time frame as it was going down from here. So this is where we started trading, right? So our challenge started right about here at this high level here. It took a dive and then I went up, down, up, down, up. And then recently all my trades have been going down, down, down. So look at the trades. So I haven't updated this in about a week. And so what you see here is that, it's been very rangy until this long dip down. So I went short, long, short, long, short. But most of the time you see it, I've been going short, 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 short. So, the question really is, how do you trade like a pro? Is that everyone has heard it. The trend is your friend. But people rarely ever, it seems catchy, but people rarely ever do it. They try to go against the trend, counter trend. They want to catch the top. They want to catch the bottom. But no one ever knows where the tops or the bottoms are. If you do it once in a while, that's luck, right? But if you want to trade like a pro, you just go with the swings and the ebbs and flows of what the market is giving you. And right now, the flow is on a downward pattern. And because it's been a little bit choppy, I might take some profits soon and then wait for it maybe to spike back up and then go back down again. And until that kind of thing stops, right, I'm just going to keep on doing it. Because until proven wrong, right, until Bitcoin actually starts to go up, it's going to keep on going down, right? It's just as simple as that. You know, you don't need a lot of like technical analysis, fancy charts, fancy graphs, fancy lines, right, to show you where Bitcoin is headed at the current moment, right? And that's really the key. Until it goes up, Bitcoin is going to go down, right? So everyone knows, like, oh, well, when do we know it's going to go up? Well, possibly when it breaks above 6,900, when it breaks above 7,700. Because what's the rush? Because if you think that Bitcoin is going to go to the moon, do you really need to buy it at 6,600 or 7,000? If Bitcoin is going to ultimately go to $50,000, $100,000, right? What's your rush, right? Do you have to be perfect? Do you want to be able to say, oh yeah, I got it at the very bottom. I knew it was going to hit 6,000 or 6,400 and then just rocket right back up, right? So why are you doing this? What is your incentive? So I talked about it in one of our other videos. Do you care about what people say, right? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? Is it all the things that you go on? That universe, right? Do you want to be able to say this is what you did, right? Or do you just want to make money? And so here, that's what I'm talking about. So if you think that Bitcoin is going to go to $50,000, $100,000 in the future, right? Does it really make a difference where you buy it at, right? Whether you buy it at 6,600 or 7,700. So you have to be able to think about that in a long-term perspective. So you can be a little bit late to the game, but still make a lot of money. So if you get in at 7,700 versus 6,600, you miss out on $1,000. But guess what? If it goes up to 50,000, that $1,000 doesn't, mean that much. So, just take it easy, take a breath, right? It's going lower and until it goes higher, because here, even on a 6 hour, you see it. I called it last week on Twitter, right? This little purple box here. If you've been following us on our technical analysis videos, you see my boxes here. So this was the range. Right, I said this is like a people talk about like flags and pennants and all those things. For me, it's just range, right? So this is the range for a long period of time, and I said that until it breaks out of this range, it's not going anywhere. So I did that for almost 3 weeks, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So even in my trading, it was a little bit choppy because I went up, down, up, down, up, down. I had winner, loser, winner, loser, 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 right? It was up and down, and then it finally broke out of the box. Right, and then it hit support at 6,600, and it has a little way to go on the top, and it broke it right away. And now that 6,600 level is still here, the bottom of this box, right, is now resistance. So I moved my last trade, my profit taker, right, my trailing stop, all the way up to 6,800. Currently, the market is at 64.38, still going a little bit lower, and until it really breaks this high here, right? I don't think it's going to go higher, so I'm not really worried because right now it's in a channel, right? Even though it's a big channel, and the reason why it's a big channel is because of the SEC news the other day. It popped up, and so then people thought, oh, this is it. Bitcoin is not a security; it's going to go right to the moon. But then it didn't, because as I tweeted out a little bit before, I'll show you the tweet so you can see it. Here you go. So, as if you don't know, I'm in Shanghai right now. So I'm doing this from my hotel room. I am showing people how to trade Forex and equities, plus a little bit of cryptocurrencies. So I am at the Intercontinental Hotel in Shanghai near the convention center. So here we go. So the real key is that no matter what happens with the SEC ruling or with all the other stuff, even with technical analysis, right? No new buyers equals no volume, right? So what I mean by no new buyers is that until there are institutions or a big surge of individual investors coming into the crypto market, right? There's no volume because everyone who has bought Bitcoin has already bought it. Right? Like not everyone, but most people, right? So do you have enough money to keep on pumping? So I see all these people talk about hodling, right? So this is the problem with hodling that they sometimes don't understand. If you hodl, right? And if you tell everyone to hodl, that means that when it's at the bottom, who's going to be buying it? Because they've already held it, right? They have no cash. Right? So there's a problem. So instead, if you actually sell it at the top or sell it near the top or on the way down, and then when it's going down, you buy it back again, then there's extra volume. But if there's so many people out there who are hodling, right, that can be a problem for Bitcoin, because then there is no volume, there is no push. And all we see are these big up and down spikes. So on a shorter term range here, even on I'll go to the 90 minute, which is most of the charts that I use. So as you can see here, it got choppy here, and now this new level might be the chop, right? This is the range right here, because that's really what it's been doing, right, for a while. So even though Bitcoin has been going down, you can replace these boxes, right, with this box here, right? So basically the bottom of this box almost becomes the top of the next box, right? You'll see it here. It goes like this, boom, right? So it's not exactly the same, but I think you get my point. And then so it breaks here, and then now the bottom almost becomes the top. And then same thing here. The bottom of that one becomes the top. So now we are in this little bit of a range. So until it really breaks out of this upside move here or the downside move here, then we might just be going sideways once again. This sideways action just lasted a couple of days, but this sideways action over here, right, take it back, lasted a very long time. So who knows when this is going to how long it's going to go sideways, right? So if it gets up to this, if it gets down to this level down here, I made a little bit of a mistake here because I could have trailed a little bit tighter and gotten out around 6,200 and then maybe shorted it again. And that's what I'm really looking to do. If it doesn't break down through 6,000 sooner, then as it gets closer, I might sell it off the bounce. If it goes higher, and then I'm going to short it again. I'm going to keep on shorting until I lose money. So, and that hasn't happened yet because 6,000 is the goal here. And then way down below, it's 4,400, right? So look at the long-term charts again. And that's really what I am looking to do. So on a daily perspective, if you see this, right, it went up, but then now it's been down, 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 big bar, big bars. But this is really the inside range here, 68. So we'll zoom in. So this is the big bar showing people in Shanghai. So you have a big inside bar here, but the interesting thing is, so all the action is here. But look, what's even more interesting. The daily candles are getting smaller, but the action is still inside. So there has been no new highs and no new lows. So something will break eventually. So now it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But if you want to play a little bit safer, which I am doing, my concentration is going to be on the bigger bars. So sometimes people think about the pennant. They always want to do a breakout. They always want to get there a little bit earlier, right? And it could be a fake. And that's what happened recently. So if you look at the 90 minute here, so this was a fake out, right? To the top. News comes in, boom. It goes right up, and it's a fake out. So you see the lines haven't changed. This is the range right here. So until it really passes this big range here on a daily perspective, right, Bitcoin might be stuck for a while. So hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other crypto traders. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all of our comments and questions right away. Thank you again for watching, and see you in our next video.